This is Beer 30 Sports O'Clock. Oh. Not too bad of a mess. Not too bad. Damn, that's good. All right, and the beer of the episode is going to be from Community Beer Company. It is Hazeberry, Hazeberry, like Halle Berry. I like that. It's a hazy IPA with blackberry and blueberry. I like the can. It's funky. You can definitely taste the aftertaste of blueberries. So if you're not a blueberry fan, this might not be for you. If you are and like blackberries and blueberries, go ahead and rock with it. It is good. I like it. It's good. All right, now let's get into it. News you can booze to. Football. That's all I got to say, because we hit the motherfucking jackpot when it came to football this weekend. Not in college football, of course. We got week 1 of NFL, baby. Week 1 of NFL. Thursday night football was absolutely insane. We had a half with no defense. We had a weather delay, and we had Spitgate. I've never in my life thought I would say that combination of words together or phrases together. But thanks to Dak Prescott and Jalen Carter, we are able now to discuss this. Jalen Carter spits on Dak, gets ejected, first play of the game. Everybody's like, what in the hell was he thinking? Why would he do that? What is wrong with him? That was so unjust, and how would you do that? Turns out Dak spit first. Dak spit on the ground, though. Nowhere near him. Maybe at his feet. Still doesn't justify Jalen Carter spitting on no grown man. But it had given some of the Eagles fans and some of the other fans who just hate the Cowboys or hate Dak reason to basically say, like, oh, well, Dak spit first, so he was just retaliating. And the ones that retaliate are the ones that actually get caught. Nah, fam, he spit on that man like he spit on his chest. Dak spit on the floor. That shit is out of control. There's no excuse for that shit. No excuse. Weather delay was insane. It took about an hour to an hour and a half for the game to start back up. It was right after halftime, too. So it wasn't even like it was like halftime and they got to rest and kind of. No, they came out 10 minutes of playing, and then boom, lightning within 5. Please get to shelter. And we had to wait for like an hour. Then they got on the field to warm up for another 15 minutes. It was stupid. But I get it. I totally get it. When you have weather delays, you have to stop the game, lightning, blah, blah, blah. But it wasn't the only game with a weather delay. Jags had a weather delay too. Yes, Philly and Jags are in 2 different sides of the country, in 2 different states. Yes, I know, but they both had fucking weather delays, lightning within 5 and hurricane or whatever coming over. Jags, they won their game against the Panthers. No one cares. Bengals beat the Browns. No surprise there. And Cardinals beat the Saints.
How are they in different parts of the country on sides to sides? If one's in Philly and one's down south in Florida?
Yeah, they're on different sides of the hemisphere. I'm confused.
They're not.
No, you're thinking side as west and east.
Yeah.
I'm thinking north and south.
Oh, I was like, different hemispheres. What are you talking about, Ziggy?
I see somebody has a case of the Mondays over
Happy
here.
Monday.
By the way.
Oh, hi, I'm Ashley.
By the way, Ashley's here. Bree is sick, also having a case of the Mondays. But you guys know Ashley. You've heard Ashley talking
friends.
shit, who loves to point out when I'm wrong, which
I just was sitting
not.
here and I was like, wait, different sides of what, Ziggy?
She's showing her hair color.
No, you went left to right. You didn't go up to down. When you did your stuff.
I went up and I went down, I guess.
You went coast to coast, and I was like, wait, did they play somebody in California? What is he going with here?
At any rate, I'm talking about fucking global warming is what I'm talking about, okay? All right?
I mean, technically, they're on the same coast, so they would be more likely to have.
Whatever. No, the weather. Anyway, I'm not getting into a weather.
We need to call Jesse Huila.
I'm not a meteorologist. I don't care about the weather. All I care about is that the games got fucking delayed because of lightning and fog. That's all that matters. That's all that I care about. The Cardinals and the Saints played, and the Saints looked mid as fuck. And the Cardinals looked mid-der, so they won the game. But again, like I said, nobody really cares, and there's no real surprises there. Now for the real games. And yes, I know I went out of order. I get it. I understand. For those of you who have OCD problems about orders of things and hemispheres and things like that. Chargers beat the Chiefs. Some may be surprised by this. Not me, because the Chargers always play the Chiefs tough. Especially when there's injuries, and self-inflicted injuries is crazy. And Travis Kelce took out Xavier Worthy on accident, some would say.
I became like a person who was running through the halls of my house screaming, "We drafted Xavier Worthy!" And my friends are like, who body snatched you? What do you mean we drafted Xavier Worthy?
I forget where I was, but you were the first person to tell me that.
No,
we
I was
drafted the fastest
screeching.
man.
No, I was screeching. I couldn't believe it. I was freaking out.
Yeah, so needless to say, some are saying that it was intentional. I don't think it was intentional. Why would he hurt his own teammate just because his newfound fiance was basking in the glory of they drafted Xavier Worthy? Nobody cares. Like, come on, stop. But it is a good conspiracy theory to think about. It is, whatever, to laugh at. But I don't think anything like that happened. What I will say is the Chargers always play the Chiefs tough. They always play them tough. The fact that they won, not a surprise. The fact of how they won, very surprising. Excuse me. I might have to take back what I said about Herbert. Just maybe. Might have to take back what I said about Justin Herbert. He may not be as overrated as I thought. He actually played pretty damn good. He was slanging that bitch. I'll just say it. He was slanging that rock like nobody's business, and he almost looked better than Pat Mahomes. And there were certain instances, and I know people are going to talk about the truck stick, which I get it, But listen, Herbert was looking like he felt very comfortable in the offense. I thought he was going to be a run-heavy game, run, and stop him on defense. Nah, they came out slanging and throwing touchdowns and going crazy. I got to give credit where credit is due. And I don't know. We didn't expect that. A lot of people were talking like, this proves that he's a top 10, top 5 quarterback, blah, blah, blah. I don't know. Yeah, maybe, but I don't know. I'm not 100% sure on that. Another surprise of the NFL week 1 was motherfucking Daniel Jones, a.k.a. Indiana Jones. This motherfucker went crazy. He literally only had 7 incompletions. 7. And the Colts went down and basically of the 7 possessions scored. 7 possessions, they went 7 out of 7. Miami is in absolute turmoil. Tua looks like he's still injured. Looks like his brain is on drugs. Looks like his brain is mush right now.
Ziggy.
I'm just saying he looked terrible. I'm just saying he looked absolutely
Poor guy.
horrible. Listen,
He's taking one too many to the head.
he has the concussions are winning.
CTE is a real thing.
It is absolutely a real thing.
Anybody who
And
says it's not is not smart.
anyone that says it isn't paying attention to everything around them with football. But anyway, listen, Daniel Jones again only missed 7 throws. Like the man, and he had one interception. But I mean, listen, I think he had one. I gotta double check that, but he looked really good, and Miami's defense made him look really, really fucking good. Next surprise was the Raiders. The Raiders beat the Patriots. Now, I know you're probably all thinking, like, that's not that big of a surprise. The Patriots are still rebuilding, blah, 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 blah. Nah, that's a surprise, fam. Drake May was supposed to be better than Geno Smith. Geno Smith outplayed Drake May. Geno Smith had motherfucking 362 yards. He only had 1 touchdown, but he had 362 yards. Listen, and they don't have a bunch of great receivers over there. So don't give me that nonsense where you think that, Jacoby Myers and Brock Bowers and all these cats had all these. No. It's 1, maybe 2 receivers. Ashton Genty was pretty much held to 35 yards. He scored a touchdown, but he was held to 35 yards. Listen, that ain't a great day of running. They put the game on Geno's back, and Geno said, I got you.
Wait, is this the same Geno Smith that was like kind of like a 3rd tier?
Yes.
What?
Mm-hmm.
What?
She knows more football than Bree already.
Like,
Jesus.
has been in the league for like 10 years, Geno Smith?
Been in the league almost 10 years. Geno Smith was
Holy
with
hell.
the Seahawks.
How are
and
we talking about Geno Smith?
Geno Smith, man. Listen, Geno Smith looked amazing. The Raiders looked good. The Patriots looked shaky. I'm just saying what, most of us are probably thinking. They looked shaky. Drake May was okay. Both QBs looked all right, but it's miraculous what to see when a good coach gets a hold of a team. The Raiders look like they're going to cause a couple of problems. I don't know if they'll make the playoffs this year. It's a little early, but they look good against the up-and-coming team who everyone has making the playoffs. Let's be honest. Everyone believes in the Patriot way all of a sudden again. Yeah. It was a really good game, though. Maybe they'll make the playoffs. Just maybe. Now, Atlanta versus Tampa Bay has become a no matter where, no matter when in the season, and no matter how in the season we get to watch it, it is a legendary fucking game. And I promise you, this game was no different. This game was absolutely amazing. And I'm not just saying that because I had money on the under. I was freaking out. This game was back and forth and back and forth. Michael Penix is going to be good, and he looks like he belongs. Baker Mayfield looks like a top 10 fucking quarterback again. We have to have the conversation that Baker Mayfield may be a top 5 quarterback, and it's crazy that anybody would think anything other than that. Just saying. Herbert, I digress on Herbert. I'm saying Herbert might be better than what I thought. But I'll be honest with you, Baker is the guy that you all want Herbert to be. I'm just saying, he is. He's the guy that you want him to be. Or he's the guy that you want Herbert to be. Anyway, listen, this was a great game. There was another great game. So we had a bunch of very close games, back and forth games, and this game, just like Atlanta and Tampa, no matter when, no matter where, and no matter how it's played, Baltimore versus Buffalo has become one of the most legendary fucking series or games we've ever seen. The Ravens were dominant for 3 quarters. Granted, the Bills were playing good. They weren't playing great. Josh Allen was good. He wasn't playing out of his mind yet. But the Ravens, Derrick Henry, 100, almost 200 yards rushing. They looked unstoppable. Zay Flowers is back and catching bombs. DeAndre Hopkins catching touchdowns. We ain't talked about him in forever. And then Josh motherfucking Allen decided to show up in the fourth quarter. And I kid you not, if you were like me and fell asleep on the last 5 minutes or 4 minutes of that game, because I did. Look, I had an early Monday, early Sunday. I was up all day watching football, worked out, listen, I was tired, boss. And that game looked like a blowout. It looked like it was over. It was over. 3 and some change quarters. It was over. And voila, motherfucking Josh Allen comes back, and that game turned out to be the most insane game of the weekend. It was just, I don't know, it was phenomenal. I don't know what to say about it besides the fact that I'm mad I missed the ending because I watched the highlights and it just was spectacular. It was spectacular. There's a reason that the Ravens hate the Bills now. There's a reason and Harbaugh, he keeps giving up these double-digit leads. It's like the 17th he's in the double digits of 17 or less, or 17 or more double-digit losses. Like, I can't even say this stat right. I'm just upset with the fact that both Harbaughs are in the game and they're going the opposite direction of each other now. It seems like the Ravens Harbaugh just is digressing, and the other one is just progressing with a better quarterback, with his quarterback. Now, Lamar's the best quarterback to me, one of the best quarterbacks in the league, athletically, throwing, all of the above. I don't understand how this happens. I don't understand how this keeps happening to him. This is crazy. He can't play both sides of the ball. It just is not. It can't happen. Now, last but not least, to me, because we all know I'm a Packers fan.
Boo.
Die-hard Packers fan.
Boo.
And we got a new addition this past few weeks. And I ain't no slouch. I was up screaming like I was at Lambeau when they introduced my guy. When they introduced the squad, it felt right. Goosebumps is what he said in the interview. Michael motherfucking Parsons. Oh, listen, for all of you Cowboy fans out there talking crazy, oh, we glad he's gone. We glad he's gone. Stop. Y'all know damn well y'all might have won that Philly game if you had Micah. You know damn well you might have won that game.
So, Ziggy,
Mm-hmm.
I wonder, being a Cowboy is what it is, obviously. But I wonder
job.
what it's like for players when they step onto a field like Lambeau. Like,
it's amazing.
Like,
and when you're a Packer, that fan base, even he said it, like he said Jordan Love tried to warn him. It was more than he could even imagine, because Green Bay is probably one of the fan bases that literally love, like, it's not a love like Cowboys fans love their team.
fair weather.
Yeah, but they're kind of like they don't ride. Seats are full. Winning season, losing season, mediocre
degrees.
season. 90 degrees.
No, 9.
Yeah, hold on. I was getting there. 12 degrees, negative 12 degrees. Motherfuckers is out there with their shirts off, just green and yellow overalls and fucking beanies, going crazy, playing in the snow. Lightning in 5, they don't give a fuck. They still in the stadiums, and there's nothing covering that stadium. The seats are horrible. Let me tell you, as a person who went to the game, when it started snowing, there wasn't one person sitting during the game. Not one. You can't say that at very many stadiums. The bleachers are real live fucking bleachers. Mm-hmm. Nobody's stadium still has bleachers like that. There's only one other fan base that I've seen with my own eyes that love their team about as much as the Green Bay Packers, and it's the Buffalo Bills.
Yeah.
The only respectable
That's
team.
interesting.
The only team that I say will diehard like that. Like they don't none of that comfort creature shit. And the Raiders up there too. I'm talking about the Oakland Raiders though.
Old school Raiders. Not
Oakland Raiders are the real fans.
I don't
They
know
still
them.
love them. They still Raiders.
I
Like
was gonna say, I think
yeah.
Seattle. Like, though I haven't.
Nah,
I haven't been to a
Seattle's
Seattle game in a
finicky,
while.
man. When they was losing and they was having when the last few years of Pete Carroll and they was ready to just get rid of everybody and yeah, they're finicky. San Francisco, same thing.
When I lived in Kansas City, I will say this. This is before like the Travis Kelce Taylor Swift days. Like it was a decade ago. Those fans are crazy.
They about as crazy as us, but they don't show up like that. They don't show up. Listen, when they were trash, the Packers Stadium still was sold out. Still sold out. Aaron Rodgers went down that year, and we lost like 10 games straight. Packers fans were still in the building. Not one bleacher wasn't filled.
Because I wonder if like Lambeau is the equivalent to like Camden and Red Sox or like and Wrigley and those things.
Yes.
Like
yeah.
the players, is that
So
the equivalent?
yes. So Wrigley. So yes. So yes for the baseball fan here. It is yes. It is like Wrigley, even though I've never been to Wrigley. I've never been to Boston because fuck Boston.
Really cool stadium.
Really nice stadium. It was like the old Yankee Stadium. Mm-hmm. It's like one of those monumental stadiums that just means a lot. So like,
Are there any other stadiums in football like that?
Soldier, unfortunately, Soldier's like that.
Chicago?
So yeah, Chicago. Chicago Soldier Field is like that. I'll say Buffalo's like that.
Okay.
I'll say to be honest, surprisingly, so is
Isn't one of the New York stadiums kind of like that?
I was gonna say it. I would say the MetLife is like that, but it's the Jets and the Giants. I would say Heinz Field.
Okay. Pittsburgh,
Steelers, yeah, I would say Steelers is up there like that.
You know what? Pittsburgh had like their fan base in general.
Yeah, they crazy though. They like real life crazy, and my dad is a Steelers fan, and they real life crazy. Like they'll fight each other. They real life crazy. Honestly, I like the Steelers are probably like okay with me. I don't really have no beef with them or nothing like that. They're not in our division. We beat them for the Super Bowl. I'm not really like I don't really but Steelers are probably up there too. Like well ran. Like they're in the
Tommy
playoff.
Maddox was a
They're
friend
in
of ours growing up.
Who?
Tommy Maddox.
Oh wow.
And so we grew up cheering for, not Steelers fans, but cheering for Steelers.
Yeah, you got. And I think
went
that's
to
the thing that like a lot of fans are going to now. Like it's hard to be a fan of your team because they switch up so much and things like that. But that's the thing about like the Bills, the Packers, the Steelers. No matter the player, they ride and die for the front of the jersey, not the back. And so I just
Mike had a conversation about that the other day, which I'll
Mike
say
who?
this. Mike Reiner.
Oh, okay. You gotta say
The Mike Reiner.
You gotta say it. There's a lot of great mics out here, so you gotta make sure you're over here name dropping.
So Mike Reiner had a conversation with Brian Estridge and Mac about this the other day.
Okay.
Where they talked about how this new generation of sports fans are all fans of the name on the back, not the name on the front. And you know what? I'll be honest. Like for me personally, with working in sports like I did, I'm probably a lot more for the name on the back the name on the back than I am the name on the front. Like I want to cheer for the people that I know.
For sure.
I feel like we're starting to see like fandoms almost die out. Like Cowboys, like I'm sorry. Do we have crazy Cowboys fans still? Yes.
Yeah.
But we're pretty fair weather. Like Cowboys fans are fair weather as fair weather gets. Where you have like other places like Green Bay and You know, I'll even say Kansas City for now. Kansas City and the Bills and those places. And
Right.
even some of like the diehard Raiders fans that they ride and die for their team.
Right.
Whereas I think here in Dallas, I think we've gotten so snobby.
You know what it is? I was going to say, you know what it is? The rich get richer.
No, 100%.
And then when the rich stop getting rich, they turn into fucking fair weather. Like, say what you want about the Eagles fans. They're the most disgusting fan base.
Oh.
I stand on that. They are one of the most disgusting fan bases of all time. But they ride for that team.
Oh, yeah.
They die for that
you
team.
You can't put it past those fandoms.
Yeah,
like,
no.
It's one of those things like, yes, do I like Philadelphia as a place and the people? No, not particularly. But
shout out to my Aunt Nancy, who's a diehard Eagles fan, who sends me fucking Eagles nonsense all the time.
I was going to say, but
Sends
do
it
you
to my
have to have
mother.
some respect for them? Obviously.
Yeah, you got to respect it. First off, they're the world champions right now. Second of all, they're a very well-run team, and they're looking like they're going to be that way for a long time. So you have to respect it. But to rebuttal that argument, that's not really true. I am. Reason I know that is the kids that are coming up now, they understand the business of football now more than we did as kids.
But does that make fans though? Like,
Yeah, they're still
I
fans.
particularly don't think that does.
They're still fans of the team. They're still diehard fans of the team.
But
For instance,
if
my
you're- but
my
if you're
nephew.
Fair weather, are you diehard? Because
No. I'm not
pretty
saying.
fair
I
weather.
didn't say fair weather. I'm saying they understand the business now. See, when a player left my team, I used to cuss him out. I used to fucking hate him. When Reggie White went to the Panthers, it was so sad. It pissed me off because I didn't understand the business of football.
okay, but do you think that it's not creating diehard fans though?
No,
Because
they're
I
still
think-
diehard fans. They just look.
No.
They're just
There's
different.
obviously going to be diehard fans. There's
No,
always going to be diehard
there's
fans.
majority of the people are still
Okay.
diehard fans. The reason I say that is because you have, for instance, Parsons left, right? Said it wasn't about money, went and got paid, blah, 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 blah. Cowboy fans who understand the business are now mad at him for no other reason besides the fact that they are Cowboy fans. And if it was the shoe on the other foot and they were Micah Parsons or something of that magnitude, they would have done the same thing. They're still fans of their team, but they love Parsons. You can tell by the grief stages.
Yeah.
First is anger and depression, and then it's fucking disbelief or disassociation or whatever the fuck it may be. Like, you can tell, like, people are now turning their back on Parsons knowing damn well it was Jerry. Because they're real.
I feel like the average fan though is more upset with Jerry.
But we're talking diehard fans. There's going to be fair weather fans no matter what. But there's also going to, and then also there's going to be the fans that are just in it, not even fair weather fans, I'll say fantasy football fans. So me personally, I watch Red Zone strictly for fantasy football.
How did my team do?
I don't know. I know I won.
Can you check mine for me?
Actually, I was on bye week. I don't know who set the schedule, but I was on bye week. We had a
You set
mystery.
the schedule?
We had a mystery. No, I did not actually. I let Alex do the rest of it because I was like, clearly I'm fucking up. So anyway, the reason I'm on a bye week though is because we had a 9th team and we were only supposed to have 8. And then when we added the 9th team,
Norm and Mike decided to join.
yeah, just out of nowhere, when I was told everybody, all the women, no, Mike and Norm aren't gonna, and I should have known better. I should have known better.
Literally, I talked to Norm the night before. I talked to Mike the night before. Literally, I did a whole show for Norm the night before, and he pulled a fast one on all of us.
Bamboozled me, made me look like a straight asshole. And I'm
was
sorry,
funny, though.
Norm, and I'm sorry, Mike. I was bamboozled.
It
Okay,
was, you know what though? It was pretty funny though.
it was funny as shit. I was like, "What you mean? Wait, time out. I was told y'all weren't in this."
And honestly,
anyway,
I almost told Bree that she couldn't play and let them play for us.
low
But Bree
key,
would've
I mean,
been
that would have
crushed.
probably been smarter, but whatever. I actually like y'all's team and team names, so I'm cool with it. But anyway, Micah looked great. And the Lions looked very mid without Ben Johnson. Speaking of, Detroit fans are going crazy talking about, oh, he didn't even do anything. There are a lot of listen, the fandom thing scale is always going to tip, but people are going to want to focus on what they want to focus on.
But you also have to, sorry, one more thing on
Go ahead.
this. But you have to think too, where like now you're starting to get this whole group of people. So I'm going to use college as an example. I know they're two different things. But because kids are changing so much in college now, you're going to start getting the people who are just the fans of those guys. Well, now that's going to be who they're cheering for. I don't know. I'm using bad analogies probably. But
So no.
I don't know. I just feel like sports and fandom.
We're
it's still great, but it's dying too. Like, and I'm
But
a little
I
worried
don't
about the
think-
next generations.
I think you letting a couple bad apples on the transfer portal and the NIL stuff.
They're all bad apples.
They're not all bad apples. The transfer portal and the NIL stuff, the few that are out there, because here's the thing is college players, especially in the major sports.
Josh Hoover's the only good one.
Who?
How dare you?
I don't know what.
Josh Hoover?
Josh Uber?
Hoover, TCU's quarterback.
Oh.
Turned down like $7 million to go to Tennessee to stay at good old Riff Ram Bazoo.
Hey, listen, that's great. I hope it works out for him, but
He's been doing just fine. Besides his furry attack.
I was about to say, did they? Okay.
He's not a furry.
We can clearly see who TCU alumni in here. But listen, what I think though for college football per se, since we're going to jump into college now, college football, you're going to have the names disappear, but the fandom is still going to go there. You know why a lot of people are college football fans for teams and stuff like that? Ask Bree. Bree's family never went to the school. Never went to the school. They grew up. They never went to their.
They didn't go to FSU?
No, they're FSU fans because they're where they grew up at. They never went to FSU. So my thing is TCU.
In Texas, we call it a Walmart fan.
What?
It's called a Walmart fan.
What the fuck is a Walmart fan?
A Walmart fan is a fan of a school who never went there, but claims to like be their biggest fan and love them unconditionally.
I'm a Walmart fan because I've never been to OU, but
yeah, you are a Walmart fan.
I got plenty of family that's.
You know what? At least you had family that went there, but you're still a Walmart fan.
I have family that went to Tennessee. I have family that went to SMU. My thing is
I pay like I love when people talk about how like big. I'm just gonna use.
Yeah.
Texas and TCU, for example.
Mm-hmm.
So you have all these people who are now like after TCU did their whole thing in 2010 to when they went to the national championship. Mm-hmm. And all of a sudden they know where Fort Worth is, which they didn't know where Fort Worth was before that.
Got it.
And they're like, oh my God, I'm this big diehard TCU fan. And I'm like, I went to TCU, man. Like, great. Welcome to the club. Are you paying some of the bills? So that we can all continue to pay our bills to go back to like pay back to TCU.
Games,
yeah, but they're not going to games.
I mean, TCU looked pretty packed the last time.
This time. So TCU has gotten a little expensive for my blood.
I'm just saying.
It's like the UT fan, like the people who are these diehard UT fans because it's Texas.
Majority of them have not ever stepped foot on.
I know it's a Walmart fan
on the campus.
Yeah, that's the point. It's a Walmart fan.
That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life.
It's what it's called.
That's dumb.
We have called it that since before I went to college.
At any rate, I just really feel like college football, you can be a fan of whoever you want, and the players, yes, transferring may hinder some fans to stick with the schools. But the thing about college that's great is the traditions are still there. The traditions are new traditions are being made and built. Like, look at, there's a viral video I actually reposted on Beer 30 of Auburn, of the football stadium and football team rocking back and forth to swag surf and fireworks. Like, now they're going to do that almost every single game, home game.
You remember when that song came out, Ziggy? You remember when that song came out?
Yes, I do.
These kids weren't even born yet.
But it doesn't matter. Good music is good music.
Real quick on that note, and then I'll let you get back to your show, and I'll continue eating my dinner. One of my kids at Media Day for Texas Wesleyan the other day proceeded to tell me that he was born in 2003. And I was like, you don't remember 9/11? You weren't even born during 9/11.
Oh, such a horrible thing to remember.
But seriously, like 2001 is like...
They're old now. They're up there with us.
That makes me feel real old, man. Okay, I'm done bothering you. Besides TCU's stupid snow room, if you really want to get on, if you really want me to go on rants.
I mean, listen, that new money.
I want to discuss who freaking cleans that thing.
Do you really want to discuss that?
Yes.
Because that's nasty. I don't want to.
I want to know who cleans it.
I don't. So here's my thing with college football, right? I think the transfer portal NIL stuff is good. Like, it makes the coaches have to play by the same level playing field, but we're not going to get into all that. So anyway, college football was not great this week. There was maybe like 2-3 games that were absolutely great. There was a lot of blowouts like Grambling and Ohio State. I don't even know why they were on the same football field. Grambling didn't even score. Like, I don't get it. But they decided to let their bands go on the field afterwards. Oh, but you worried about Michigan planting the flag. Anyway, listen. Penn State destroyed FIU. LSU beat the brakes off of Louisiana Tech. But the best game by far, nobody expected this game to be this great, was Arizona State versus Mississippi State. Both undefeated, Arizona State ranked, and fucking Mississippi State wins the game in walk-off fashion.
Ferry warming up on the sideline. 2 plays to get 9 yards to keep the game going. Pressure was picked up. Chapin, wide open, caught across the middle. Thompson, touchdown!
Man, look at that, man. And you know what else about that college fandom thing you were talking about? A lot of the reason that we're going to never, ever go away from the college fandom is because somebody's uncle was in the stands. Somebody's soon-to-be uncle, soon-to-be pops was in the stand is going to remember that day and talk about Mississippi State college days and blah, 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 blah. And this player, even though he left the next year, they're going to leave out that part. They're going to leave out the transfer portal part.
I'm obviously just a pessimist in this whole thing then.
You are.
Because I just,
Always.
I don't see the luster in it anymore. Like, to me, as somebody who played college sports, the fact that, like, I'm going to use Baylor's basketball team as an example.
Okay.
The fact that every single player from the year before is gone. Yeah. Every single one of them. Okay. Grinds me.
Why does that grind you?
Because, like, the one thing about college is that, well, 2 things. One, you're supposed to go to get your degree. Like, yes, you're going to go to play, but you're supposed to go to get your degree. Okay. So now you have all these kids who are pretty much, their degree doesn't matter anymore. It's how much money can you make while you're here. Yes. And it's not supposed to be a pay to play. That bugs me. I understand. As somebody who used athletics to be able to get a degree. For sure. Like, that bugs me. Then on top of all of that, like, it's the one of the best parts about college athletics is the fact that, and this is not only, this is me coming from like fandom as well as somebody who played, but like, it's so cool to watch these kids grow up with your team. Like, I've like, my 4-year-old met, we're going to use Patrick Mahomes when he was a freshman, and still to this day, 5 years later, because he was here doing clinics and doing this and doing that with this team. Now, like, my kid is going into high school, or I guess going into junior high, about to be
Right.
a quarterback. And Patrick gave him words of wisdom because he saw him again and he asked for advice. Like that kind of stuff. And those relationships now don't really happen as much because
I
now
think
you're
that's-
not really, I mean, is it a double-edged sword because they're getting paid?
I think that's a fallacy. I think they still happen very often. I think that
I think that it happens with like it's not happening with your superstars anymore though.
I mean, Carson Beck is a prime example. Jalen Milroe, Cam
I
Ward.
love Jalen. Jalen's a good kid.
Yeah, Cam Ward. I mean, the kid that's now John Mateer, that's down at OU, that's now at OU. Like people remember him when he was at Washington, when he played Little Elm High School. He wasn't getting the burn. It wasn't working in Washington. Now he's at OU and he's making a name for himself. And there's gonna be a kid that he runs into and gonna give advice, and then he's gonna see him again on his way to the league. It's gonna be the same thing. It boggles my mind that we as fans do this. Really do this. We think of one specific case and give it a blanket for every case. And it's not the case. My thing is that there are kids that transfer way too fast. Yes, 1,000%. But what it does for college football that nobody talks about is it levels the playing field. Remember when SEC
But it
was
also
absolutely
decimates the playing field.
no. Remember when SEC was absolutely the best conference, hands down, and everybody was talking about how Alabama could beat an NFL team. And I mean, I didn't have the show back then, but I laughed my ass off because there's no fucking way that you are going to put college kids who get emotional and fuck up during regular games with regular college kids or college adults that go into professional. Man, stop. But we put a blanket on SEC saying that they were the best. It's just different. It's just different. And I came on this show last year saying the same exact thing I'm saying now. It levels the playing field. Big 10 is now good. The Big 12 is now decent. Fuck Army and Air Force and Navy.
You actually do know though that Army, Air Force, and Navy don't
recruit. Yes, they don't. But here's the thing: they go undefeated. Then they end up facing obviously one of the better talents, whatever case. They become a story. More kids join the Army. More kids join the Navy because of those stories. UNC, who now has Bill Belichick, would have never had a chance to do that if it wasn't for NIL, portal, transfer portal. Colorado, Dion, prime example. Jackson State had one of the best. Jackson State had the Heisman on their team. Jackson State had the Heisman winner on their team the year before that. But he would have never gotten a chance to get the Heisman if he wasn't at Colorado. He would have never gotten a chance if it wasn't for the transfer portal, if it wasn't for the NIL deals, if it wasn't for Dion and all the money that he brought to the school. I feel like it levels the playing field because, again, we get these no-name colleges or colleges that we've forgotten about, and we get the kids the young adults to perform well at these schools. And voila, now this college has a name for itself, and the fandom is going to ride with that. Listen, you can't help fair weather fans. There's going to be fair weather fans no matter what.
Does it though? Remember, gosh, who was that coach last year? You put him on your show a couple of times.
Mm-hmm.
He was crying after his team won that big game. Remember which one I'm talking about?
Oh, the Northern Illinois guy.
Okay.
Yeah, Northern Illinois coach. I
So-
forgot his name.
They have those good games, all this kind of stuff. Well, now Northern Illinois doesn't have enough to keep those players there. So now Northern Illinois had a really good one game last season that
Right.
put them on the map.
Mm-hmm.
What have you heard about Northern Illinois since?
Not much.
Because their team got decimated.
Okay, but their team was going to get decimated regardless.
No, because kids have to weigh an option at that point in time. Before the transfer portal came along, they had to weigh an option. Is this worth losing a year of my eligibility?
Do I think that the transfer portal needs some rules and regulations, yes.
I mean, so does the NIL though.
Yes, they all do. Absolutely. Because
NIL was supposed
first
to be
off, we're going to stop.
for
I want this
marketing.
to be perfectly clear. I'm going to stop calling them kids because they're not kids.
They are kids.
They are young adults. Here is why. What I just brought up about the Army and Navy, if they can go die for this country at the age of 18, you are no longer a kid. If you can vote for this country, you are no longer a kid. You are a responsible fucking adult now. If you can have a baby and have to take care of it for 18 years, you are now a responsible adult. I don't care. You are an adult. You may not be responsible, but you're an adult. And that is the problem we have, is that we think all of these young adults are kids, and they're not. There are some grown-ass men who have never played a sport in their life who act more childish than these so-called kids. But I digress. I'm getting off the pedestal. We're going back into college football, and because there wasn't much games going on anyway, and Ashley always wants to do this. She always wants to argue NIL and transfer
love
portal.
arguing with you, Ziggy.
Yeah, she
It's
just
so
always wants to
fun.
argue this. And here's the thing, is this team that I'm about to bring up now would not have been able to do this if it wasn't for the transfer portal and the NIL money. South Florida versus Florida. South Florida won the game in Florida. Never would have heard about it. Never would have seen it if it wasn't for NIL and transfer portal. USF has a good-ass team, and they played Florida and gave Florida that work. It would not have worked. Listen, anyway, another team that has benefited. You see the OU on my chest. They put that pop on Michigan, and they said they were going to out-physical OU. They said that Michigan was too strong, too big. Well, let me introduce you motherfuckers to the OU's defense, who put Underwood on his back several times. He looked very underwhelming, okay? So put some respect on OU's name. Put some respect on it, because, man, we got a quarterback, we got a defense, and they look like they look like an SEC team now. They look like they really came to play. And I was a big critic on this team, on this damn show, talking about how the coach needs to get they shit together, and how like they just looked terrible and they look like they're not ready. We got a quarterback. We got a defense. Coach look better now. Coach look better. We'll see how it goes down the line. We got to face Texas. We got to face Auburn. We got to face some SEC teams now. We're going to see. And now, without any delay, further to do, is Beer Flight of the Night. Fuck, man. Chicago scored again. First up on Beer Flight of the Night is Smooth Operator. I bought it just so I could do that. It's from Saloon Door Brewing. It is a nitro porter with vanilla.
So does that mean it tastes like coffee?
I don't know.
I'm not Brie, y'all. I can talk sports all day, but I can't talk.
That's so
I'm
funny.
actually
It's
trying to
completely
look
the
it up.
opposite. So it's 7% alcohol. It's tastiest draw in the West. This is hopefully going to be better than the peanut butter one. I really like this can. But this is based out of Webster, Texas. And yeah, so we had their beer, their peanut butter beer on the show. It was very overpowering, and it was very, very, very peanut buttery. So hopefully this one is not as porter and more vanilla, but we'll see.
I'm very curious if that means it tastes like coffee.
It smells like coffee.
Brie would love it. Saloon Door Brewing. Okay, hold on.
So it's definitely got the coffee taste. It tastes like coffee with a splash of vanilla in it. And
so does it make it feel heavy? I mean, it's so
no,
dark.
it's not. It's not like doesn't. How do I put this? It gives coffee, but it's not a heavy coffee taste. We'll say that.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's not a heavy coffee taste. I don't know if a porter and a stout are the same, but kind of feels the same. I'm sure Bree's gonna yell at me later. But
I said
you
I
know,
don't know anything about beer.
yeah, Ashley, we'll argue sports and college sports all day, but beer, she ain't fucking with me on.
I'm just gonna tell you you're right about everything.
Yeah, exactly. And
it's gonna be the only time
pure
you're right about
ego,
everything.
pure petting
Craft-
the ego. Thank
Craft
you.
beer, you're right.
All right. So next up we have Swifty. So
Is this Taylor Swift?
no, it's Taylor Swift created a beer. That shit would be great. It's from
that's
Real
the list.
Ale Brewing.
Is it spelled
and
with an IE at the end?
no, it's Swifty as in FTY. APA, American Pale Ale, only 5%. And Real Brewing is based out of actually Dallas, I think. Dallas, Texas. Excuse me. Blanco, Texas. Excuse me. Blanco. I always see Real Ale a lot of places. This looks like a nice, clean, clear ale. So
It's the color of wheat, golden wheat. I did listen to that part of the episode. I'm picking up things from Brie.
it's really good.
What's it taste like?
It's an ale. It's a real American pale ale. It's very it's not heavy. This is a very, I think Brie calls it crushable. Very crushable ale. It's not very strong. There's no overpowering hops. This is a real, like, this is probably a better substitute than like Miller Lite or a Miller or something like that. Like,
I
this would
wonder
be a
what
better
brewers
substitute.
think when you compare them to Miller Lite.
Well, I'm saying, like, for those of you that drink beer but drink like the household names, this would be a good replacement for a household name.
I got you.
You know what I'm saying? So
What would you eat it with?
that one, I mean, I would have to eat it with something heavy like a burger or like grilled food. Like, it feels like a very summer grilled barbecue kind of beer. Like, everybody who would drink and be like, oh, okay, this is all right. I like this. Very crushable. Next up is Manhattan Project Beer Company. They haven't made it on the show in a while, but this is called Diffusion, and it's 6.5%. It is a chile ale. They say Diffusion is a chili-infused goodness. It has a delicious chili aroma, with a pleasant and delicate spice bite, and fire up the grill because it pairs well with everything from burgers to grilled mangoes.
Interesting.
Okay. The well-balanced ale leaves you wanting another can. Spice scale is only like 40% there.
Spice scale.
Yeah, no. Sweating already thinking
What does
about
it have in it?
It's a chili ale.
Ugh.
Yeah, it's a chili.
I'm out on spice.
All right.
It looks a little green.
It's clearish. Like, it's, yeah.
It's probably because the green's behind you, actually.
Oh, yeah, maybe. But, oh.
Does it smell spicy?
Yeah, I smell all chili.
I just want to
What
remind
the
you picked out these. This
Yeah,
week.
what was I thinking on that? Manhattan, I rock with you, so, you know. Whoo. All right. It smells like a chili. Ooh, all right, let's just get it over.
Chug, 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 chug. Do you need water? Where's the aftertaste? It's when it's about
Actually,
to hit you.
it's not really that spicy. You feel the bite, but going down, it's not.
So you don't feel like you need a drink of water after you have a drink
No,
of
it's
beer?
not like a super spicy. It's not like a ghost pepper kind of spicy. It's like,
Or jalapeno?
it's almost jalapeno-ish, but it's not crazy.
Fair. I don't do spice at all.
honestly, like, it's not bad. Like, I'm surprised.
That would, yeah, no, that wouldn't work.
It's not bad. I will say this though, like,
As you
that's not
start
a
coughing.
Yeah, I was about to say that's not a back-to-back kind of can right there. That's a two max for
So
me.
you drink one with Mexican food and then you're done?
Maybe two. If I'm fucking up some enchiladas or some grilled shrimp tacos
With some water in between?
Yeah, we gonna definitely have to get some water in there because that's a lot of spice. Like, not as in the can, the beer.
Is that a sour?
Yeah, it is. It's a blackberry goose.
Is that like
goose.
the watermelon one you like?
So this still did me so righteous on the last one, the dragon fruit one. I decided, fuck it, we got to try it again because maybe I do like gooses. I know they're called ghosts or whatever, but it's called, it's from Distill's Wild Sour series. It's called Blackberry Goose, as I like to call it. It is from Distill, which is out of Illinois, Normal, Illinois. It is only 5%. Now I will say that this one is a little bit more colorful than the last one. It says we embrace creativity with the twist on our Leipzig style goose, highlighting vibrant blackberry
Sounds
and
German.
Alongside bright citrus-like qualities, the spicy touch of coriander and French sea salt balance every sip. This sounds like this is gonna.
I'm very curious if you can like taste the salt in it.
Mm.
I had something the other day that I didn't realize had a bunch of like it was something sweet and then had the aftertaste of salt. Do it, Ziggy. Grab it. You need to smell it. Is this one blackberry?
Oh, it's definitely gonna be sour. Can definitely smell the sourness on that one.
At least you don't look like you licked a lemon. Oh, nope, I lied. There it is.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, well.
Does it taste like juice?
It tastes like sour juice. Like the juice went bad. I really don't understand why people like sours and gooses and all that stuff because some of them I get it, especially when you're drinking beer. Like when you're drinking beer, well, I want to taste beer.
I was gonna say, someone like me, I don't like beer. Like I don't like sitting down and having a beer. Like to me afterwards, it just doesn't make me feel good. Like I kind of feel like bloaty, that kind of stuff after I drink a beer.
Yeah.
And then like the aftertaste of it does nothing for me. So like something like a sour potentially for me, which I don't know what it was, but Revolver had a gin and tonic beer, and that I could have crushed all day long. Like it didn't taste like beer; it tastes like a gin and tonic. Those things. So for me personally, like something that doesn't really have that beer like feel to it as much, but as a beer I would be more likely to drink. But maybe not sour.
I hear you. I just don't understand. I still don't understand. Like, then drink a cocktail.
I drink wine.
Yeah, there you go. Drink
good
wine.
for my heart.
You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing. It's just you want a little buzz and
Hey,
but anyway.
So what did you think? Which one did you like the most?
To be honest, this is gonna sound crazy. I mean, this is too easy. The Swifty. Because
the player's gonna play.
Oh my God!
We did that for Bree in honor of Bree this evening.
Yeah.
Hey, real quick before we move on, did you see? I think you're the one that posted it. That new place that's coming to DFW that's got all the new craft beers.
I did see that, and I intend to be a card carrying member there. I looked up the place in Toronto. I think is where it's at originally. And if you like beer, it sounds like that is going to be glorious.
So it's going to be like a mecca for beer lovers?
Yes. It sounds like every brewery is going to want to be in there. Every brewer, they're going to host probably some events like the Blue Bonnet, whatever, home brewery guy awards and stuff like that. bro.
So we need to become best friends.
Oh,
with them.
like I said, I plan on becoming a card carrying VIP member because that sounds like a great Sunday. Okay, just drinking beer, call the Uber, and yeah, because we're gonna be there all day.
So hey, sponsor Beer 30 Sports O'clock. That's why we brought you up. We wanted to discuss that. We want you to come sponsor us.
Yeah, it's gonna be. I feel like they're gonna take all my money, them and the gamblers, but or them and the bookies, but yeah. Anyway, and now it's time for the beer goggles of the week, and first up. Mississippi State. Not only did they win in great fashion, they celebrated in even better fashion.
Hey, let me tell you guys something. Tell me something. There ain't but one thing better than this. Yo. Hey, and I'm going to take care of that later tonight.
Yeah, I don't know who he is, but he right. There's only one other thing better than this, and we're going to take care of that tonight. You heard? Oh, my God. What a great celebration. Oregon State, man, that's some foul-ass mouths on Oregon State, and I'm so glad they caught this on TV. Not once, but twice did Oregon State just start cussing on TV, and I love it.
Holding offense, number 64, 10-yard penalty.
It seems to be the common opinion here.
Oh, it's a feeling. It's a feeling.
I don't know if he did that on purpose or not, but that was like beyond great. And then his coach, I see where they get it from. His coach is just as bad.
What do you tell your team in the locker room to settle everybody down and finish this thing off? Yeah, we're fine. I mean, we've allowed ourselves to create their success, both in special teams, fucking joke, right? And then on big plays on defense, 2 long runs for touchdowns that shouldn't exist. They did nothing to harm us. We got to stop killing ourselves. Appreciate the time, Coach. And well.
I wonder how much the CW got charged for both those.
I don't know, but that was so fucking great.
The CW lost some cash.
Oh, yeah, for sure, because, like, he just let it ring, and you just, as an interviewer, you just got to let him go. Like, you just got to let him go. Next up, actually, I want to know who let the dog drink before work.
Nothing beats a Jet2 holiday. And right now, you can save £50 per person. That's £200 off.
Okay, so those dog events are amazing.
I understand, but my dude, he looked drunk. He looked drunk.
Decided he gave up on life.
Yeah, was that a suicide attempt?
He said, I don't want to catch this. I give up. Don't call me until tomorrow.
I was in tears the entire time watching that the first time. I was like, bro, what the fuck is going on? All right, and that was Beer Goggles of the Week. And now it's time for the 6-pack of the week. First up, Strange. Yes, his last name is Strange. With the haymaker block. This is nasty.
More and more opportunities on that defensive side. Bigsby slips an ankle tackle and gets inside the 10.
Hey, man. My God. You got it.
That was a clothesline.
You might have to retire after some shit like that.
Poor Tua.
Gee. I thought we were leaving Tua alone. See? I thought we were leaving Tua alone. Don't make fun of his concussions.
It just made me think of Tua.
Yo, at least he tried to tackle him still. He got away, but at least he tried to tackle him. This young lady needs a raise because this was a hell of a catch.
Ball swing on, hit down the right field line. Hooking. A nice play by the ball girl reaching out in foul territory to make the play off the stool. Outstanding.
Even Vladdy's applauding. That's great.
Oh my God. How great was first of all, that was great. Like Vladdy even saw, like, that's dope. Listen, what's not dope is Tyler Show. You got to call an audible because there's no explanation for this.
I feel like over the last 20 years, 90% of the NFL guys from Rutgers are DBs. What's in the water over there?
Ball came popping out. It's incomplete.
Why did he do a backwards pass?
Audible. He should have audibled. As soon as he saw him and he line up that side, he didn't fall for the fake. Wide receiver didn't do no blocking. It was he didn't even try. Wide receiver didn't even try to block. Like, Jesus Christ.
So obviously they don't like that guy.
Yeah, I don't know why, but that was crazy. That was crazy. There was a lot of great hits like that this weekend.
They don't like that guy at all.
It was a lot of great hits. I couldn't put all of them on the six-pack, but it was a lot of great hits. But this catch, the one-handed catch saga has continued to this week. USC. Woo!
The pride of Mesa, Arizona, Red Mountain High School had to play hoops, had to go get it with one and one. Wow. Show it to the people.
What's that?
Number 8. I don't know who number 8 is, but I just want to point out the fact that his hand was holding the ball like a kid's toy. Like it was small in his hand. That's crazy. Pause. That's crazy. And DeAndre Hopkins is still in the league, like I said earlier. And this catch put everybody on notice.
He is having an opening night. Lamar laying it up for Hopkins. The veteran still got it. DeAndre Hopkins touchdown. Oh, wow.
I'll say this. I have had a handshake with that hand right there. It is no surprise that ball stuck. And if DeAndre Hopkins can do anything for this football team, that's it. Those contested throws, those balls on the sideline, in the end zone, he could end up being the difference for this team.
I've had a handshake with that.
He be saying the wildest shit on the side. Like, bro, who be putting this man in? He be drunk too. He definitely be drunk. And last but not least, we've heard of walk-off home runs. We've heard of walk-off touchdowns. But how about walk-off hit sticks?
Fields on 4th down. Steps up. Fields delivers. Catch made. And the ball is jarred loose. Garrett Wilson could not secure it. And Jalen Ramsey has slammed the door shut.
They need a stretcher.
Yo, my man, what? Jalen Ramsey, great addition to the Steelers. Steelers beat the Jets, who, listen, don't be surprised if the Jets do a little something. It might jump the New England Patriots. They both took a L. But that was six-pack of the week. And I feel like we already had conversations at the keg.
I was going to say the same thing.
It's time for conversations at the keg. And I'm going to talk about...
You didn't realize when you were getting me, when you made this thing that you were getting me.
Conversations at the keg I should have put in the beginning and tired you out and then did the rest.
I'm already tired out. Look, my feet are up.
See, you up, yeah.
My back hurts. My feet are up.
My back
Happy Monday.
Oh, my God. All right.
I got 4 hours of sleep last night, Ziggy.
Me too.
I'm proud of you.
Unsportsmanlike conduct is getting a little out of hand. Taunting has become, like in the football world, taunting has been a big point of emphasis for the refs and everything this year. And I really think it's out of hand. I think they are just doing this because of all of the thumbs down, the wiping nose, the guns pointing, and the bombs or the grenades now and things like that or whatever. Let these motherfuckers celebrate. First off, this is one step below like straight up hand-to-hand combat. Okay? We just was laughing at Tua getting CTE because of how many times he's been knocked out. We just talked about the stretcher on the six-pack of the week picking a man up because of a walk-off hit stick. These men live and die on that field. We saw DeMar Hamlin almost die on that field. Mm-hmm. DeMar, anyway. I just want to make sure I said his name right. But anyway, we see it every week. We cheer it on. We are fans of those times. We are fans of this. That's what made us love football so much, and the fact that there's scarcity of it. Please let these young men, college and NFL, celebrate.
I will say,
first it was the end zone shit, and they realized that was stupid. Now this taunting thing. I feel like that whole thing, it's an overreaction to the penalties that come after, like the spitting, like the football players that spit, like the dude at Florida that spit on the other guy because he was getting taunted. That flag was going to get thrown regardless. Mm-hmm. The taunting had nothing to do with it. And I feel like we ask everybody to have discipline and everything like that, but then we try to coddle them or enable them and say, oh, well, don't do that. That's just a little too far. And that, listen, in the heat of the moment, a lot of you that make the rules haven't played the game. And in the heat of the moment, you have to understand that these men are just over, like the amount of intensity, salts that they have smelt. I saw a clip on a podcast where these old players, or not old players, but
smelling
salt. They look like they just hit some Fent, and not Fent, speed. They look like they just hit some cocaine laced with speed, and they were ready to do the show on tilt. What do you think?
I mean, back then too, they didn't test for cocaine.
I mean, they didn't test for a lot of things back then. But my thing is like, when is enough? This is the knee-jerk reaction like we did with the football touchdown celebrations. Then it was like, all right, we realized that's kind of stupid. I feel like this taunting thing is the same thing. We're going to get the same amount of fucking unsportsmanlike conduct penalties every single game. It doesn't matter. The taunting is not that serious. And I feel like unless somebody is standing over you, taunting you, like legs over you and you laid out, or sitting down and he steps over you and tries to sun you with his nuts in your face, you shouldn't be upset. Whatever it is, what it is, I'm going to catch you on the next play, because everybody gets got. Jalen Ramsey has been burnt before. All right? Garrett Wilson is going to get up and be just fine, and he going to celebrate the next time he sees Ramsey. Because I promise you, he going to make sure that he don't end up needing a stretcher. And same thing for the cats that was celebrating with the Ravens and all that stuff like that. Now, for the fans...
The fans are the biggest issue.
Y'all stay y'all ass out of the game, okay? Because the fan that hit DeAndre Hopkins in the head, like, I didn't even think he did it maliciously, but the way he did it after the scored touchdown, like, you gotta chill, fam. Like, he got banned indefinitely too.
Oh, he did?
Yes, he got absolutely banned indefinitely. And it's crazy to say that, because it's like, he wasn't really trying to hurt him, but he pushed him because he thought he was about to try to, it looked like he thought he was about to try to jump in the crowd or something like that. Like, we do a Lambeau leap, everybody's starting to try to do that. When players from another team try to Lambeau leap in Green Bay, they pushed them the fuck down.
Well, and it's literally, if it's not your home stadium, and I'm not trying to take away from anything, but don't do it, because you just don't know.
Don't, yeah, especially if you're a Detroit Lion, Amon St. Brown, you will get booted the fuck out of there and beer spilled on you. I'm sorry.
That just sound, and I'll say this, it just doesn't sound like a smart choice. But back to your taunting thing, I think we're trying to control the game a little too much.
For sure.
But I will say this on the side of, I work with college kids. I work with the college football team. And there are some times where if you let it keep going, it's just going to get worse.
Yeah, but my thing is, okay, so
but these are adults, so it's different.
Even in college they're doing this. They're cracking down on. It's very funny to me because college and NFL try to act like they're not one and the same, and it's really just a farming system for the NFL. Let's just be honest.
I mean, it's like, think about United States Soccer and like the MLB. They all funnel down into the AAU programs.
Yeah, for sure. It's the same thing. What I will say though is college kids and adults should not be doing gang references.
So
because
that was the one
that
thing.
wiping nose thing, that's a gang reference. I don't know. I know it's in hip hop and rap and that's like a thing that we do, but that's a gang reference. Somebody wiping your nose, that means they taking you out. And like, I get it, it's cool, because you stopped them and you did, but that reference is crazy. The guns, I don't really have a problem with the guns because to me, it's not really a gang reference. It's not really a thing where it's like you're saying you kill. Now, if you're pointing at him shooting, then yeah, all right, I get it. But if you're boom, 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 boom in the air, and then you know what I'm saying, that's a Wild Wild West, Billy the Kid, best shooter. Blah. We get the reference. I just miss the days when taunting and celebrating used to be created. Well, now it's just a bunch of, thumbs down, stepping over somebody, suck my dick kind of thing. It's like,
So we did moving headshots for Media Day for the guys for Texas Wesleyan this last week.
Okay.
So it's like they got 3 different things. So they go through the last one. They get to the last one. They get to do whatever they want kind of thing. I literally, do you know how many times I had to ask what a hand sign or something meant to make sure that I wasn't I wasn't going to put something on the video board that someone paid for.
Yeah.
Like, and then I had to ask multiple people after that just to make sure they were telling me the truth.
Right. Mm-hmm. Because one, here's where college, I will say the NIL helps. A lot of these kids that are impoverished and come from poor homes and come from backgrounds that are, crazy, they do grow up that lifestyle and stuff and football, but all the OGs made sure they played football to stay out of trouble, but they still representation of their hood. So my thing is like, I think that the NIL helps them because some of the fact they're able to move their mom out the hood. They're able to move their families out of the neighborhoods that before it had to be, it had to be a smuggle thing. The coach was doing all this and we need to pay for this under the table thing, and now it's like it's just out and open and we ain't got to do all this fucking cat and mouse shit. And Reggie Bush is okay to go get some money from the tattoo artist or the memorabilia store that wants to.
Did Reggie Bush win his?
He did. He won his case.
Yeah.
A lot of the old players did because now the NIL opened up for he shouldn't have lost all the stuff that he lost.
Shouldn't have lost his Heisman.
He shouldn't have lost none of that. He's still great. He was still great. That shit had nothing to do with what he did on the field. Now you Michigan cheating motherfuckers, y'all should definitely have y'all trophy.
Does that mean you think that SMU should be given back, get their record expunged?
Yes. Hell yeah. SMU was wrongfully, they got the death penalty for no reason.
So Mac was talking about this last week, how some of those guys have discussed like how much they were actually getting paid.
Yeah.
And it's nothing.
Yeah, it's pennies on the dollar.
It's compared to what they're getting paid now.
Yeah, but also
it's nothing.
Also,
I mean, even if you include inflation into it,
no. We're talking. That was back when NCAA wasn't a $1 billion company.
Fair enough. Touche.
NCAA was probably a couple 100,000, maybe $500,000.
I mean, I would give them millions, maybe not half. Like I would probably put them in the
back
millions,
then,
but it wasn't billions.
When SMU was making that kind of money
in the 80s.
I don't know. I don't think they was in the millions. I don't think NCAA was that strong yet. I think they was probably like $500,000, maybe getting to $1 million back in the 80s. But it wasn't until the 90s, 2000s, where they started to jump millions upon millions of dollars. Okay, Vikings, let's go.
Don't you love that a nonprofit organization is so profitable?
We're not getting into that. Listen, I don't want my show banned. All right, I already had one TikTok sound taken off because I said something.
Yes, I know. I was scrolling the TikTok the other day and I was like, where'd the sound go on this?
And look, and what's funny is the clip is talking about the WNBA. And I'm like, I didn't cuss on that clip.
Was it the one where we were talking about the
dildo? No, it wasn't that one.
Okay.
It wasn't that one. It was that one. It was fine.
No, that one I had to go fix because they took it down at first on TikTok. Everywhere else was fine except for on TikTok.
Yeah, TikTok.
You would think that they would be fine with that. With the word, I mean, I've seen worse on TikTok.
Listen, I'm just telling the truth. Okay, I just tell you the news you can boost to. It ain't my fault. Okay. Besides that, there was a green dildo, and that's another thing too. Can we stop that shit? There was a green dildo thrown out at the Cleveland game.
In US dollars and millions.
In millions.
It was worth 8.6.
8.6
in TV dollars.
Okay. But that's what it was. Hold on. But that's
hold on. Wait. That's
in the
college
80s?
basketball tournament. Yeah, 1980.
We talking football though.
I know. I'm going back. Hold on. I thought I pulled up college just in general.
Basketball is its own thing.
No. I was looking at NCAA. Like the NCAA as a whole.
Oh, I got you. As a whole NCAA, the organization. Got it. I would say, yeah. I mean, I forgot about basketball, so you might be right. Because basketball in the 80s was a lot
even
better.
baseball would have been a profitable sport back then. I know we're
baseball's
totally
a profitable sport now.
Oh, back then I'm saying like in the big three, those would have been what you considered profitable sports.
For sure. Yeah, just like Little League World Series and all that shit. We ain't gonna talk about that though either. Listen, we exploit what we want to exploit, and I feel like taunting should be non-exploited. Let them fucking taunt each other. It gets the people going.
I'm down.
I'm down for it too. Speaking of being down, I'm about to down the rest of this Swiftie and enjoy the rest of my night.
Because the player's gonna play.
Oh, who had the best top 10 kids movie?
I probably would fall. I mean, I liked both of them, to be honest, but I probably would.
Such a politician. Go ahead.
But I don't remember what were your number 1 and 2?
1 and hold on, I'll tell you right now.
Because I think your top 2,
Lion King and Mulan, was number 1 and number 2 for me.
Ooh, I think I actually liked yours more than I liked Bree's.
Tell you, my top 10 is crazy.
But I was like a huge Disney kid growing up.
So was I.
So
all of us were.
No joke, when y'all like Aladdin, it would have been like Aladdin and the Little Mermaid for me for 1 and 2.
See, I couldn't put. The reason I didn't put Little Mermaid up there is because Little Mermaid got.
Look at this stuff, isn't it neat?
Neat, yeah. Hey, that's so crazy. You still remember the song to this day.
Wait. But there's a difference though. Is I've been singing to a 2-year-old for the past 2 years. Yeah. Literally from the moment she was born. We have been, so she asked me to pick her up. She puts her hand out and says, "Dance, Ashlea, dance." And we dance to whatever song I feel like at the moment. But you know what though? Disney's come out, the new one, Wish. Have you seen it yet?
Wish?
It's called Wish.
No, I haven't seen it.
Okay,
yet.
so it's part of the 100-year anniversary of Disney, or 75-year anniversary. It's part of the Disney Centennial, I believe. But it's technically the origin story of the fairy godmother. And how and then it references all these other, has nuggets to all these other Disney movies. Best soundtrack by far, par none, in the last 10 years.
Wow.
To me, it has a better, it's called Wish. It's got a better soundtrack than Frozen does to me.
Well, Frozen soundtrack is.
Frozen's great though. Adina.
Just got overly done.
Yeah. But Adina is a wonderful singer.
Yeah.
But when it comes to the music, the one for Wish, it's fantastic.
Okay.
And Moana, obviously, but I even think
See,
Wish
but like
is better
I couldn't
than
put
Moana.
Moana. The reason I didn't
But
put
that
Moana
wasn't in
out there
our
'cause-
childhood. Like,
well, I mean, silly kid. That's why I said it doesn't matter the generation because she put Goonies on there and I couldn't put Goonies on there. I put Sandlot,
I liked
Little Giants,
and I wasn't a big fan of any of those movies. Like, did I watch them all? But I wasn't a big fan of them because I gravitated more towards like animation, which I still do.
Yeah, girls. That's fine. That makes sense. Anyway, we're not getting into this.
But yeah, no, I think I actually probably went more with yours.
I think majority of the people did. I got so many damn.
Plus, let's get down to business to defeat the Huns. Yeah, no, one of my favorite songs. I'll Make a Man Out of You.
Oh my God.
Just wait. I'm glad you better wrap this up or Aladdin's coming out real soon.
This is Beer 30. We don't want Aladdin to come out. This is Beer 30 Sports O'Clock. And I'm Swifty.
A whole new world. There you go.
This is a Stolen Water Media production.